Heading into the Ouachita Mountains, north of Lawton, Oklahoma. Still waiting to see the mountains. Summit on the air. Gonna try to get a ham radio station up on top of a peak today. Let's see if there's something over this hill. Hey, look at that. That's a mountain. Heading up Mount Scott. Lots of boulders. I'm not sure where I'm going to put my antenna at the top. Doesn't look like there's any trees. Maybe I'll just tie it to the 2-meter antenna on my truck. If you haven't ever been up the side of a mountain, this might make you a little nervous. Here we go, we're at the summit. As you can see, it's a little windy. See if we can get set up. Alright, I don't know if you can hear the wind, but it is really rocking. I'd say it's probably about 50 or 60 miles an hour. I was parked so that I could have the tailgate facing the wind, but I almost lost my door when I opened it. Took everything I had to keep it from slamming open, possibly breaking the hinge. So I backed up and now I'm more broadside into the wind. And it's really cold. Colder than I was expecting, even though I brought a whole bunch of extra clothes. I really don't want to step out into that wind for very long. So what I've done is I went to Walmart. I needed a 25-foot length of wire. I thought I'd brought it, but like so many times you think you have what you need and then you get there and you don't. So I stopped at Walmart and bought a 4-conductor brake light or brake wire kit. You can see it right here. And I've stripped one of the conductors off, and I have a 15-foot counterpoise already in my backpack. I did have that. I thought that was my 25-foot one. And that has some other wire, but not enough to patch together into a random wire antenna of good enough length. So I've got this wire. It looks like it'll work out pretty good. I'm gonna go attach it to that pine tree right there. Looks like it's maybe a pinon tree or scrub oak, mesquite. I don't know what it is. Anyway, it's not a mesquite, it's wintertime. Anyway, I'm gonna go attach one end to that, hang my counterpoise out the window, and just set up here in the truck. I've got all my stuff here. I've got my Gatorade, got my laptop. See if I can do some PSK 31. Let's see. Here's my microphone in case I need it. Probably try to keep using this headset here. Let's see. I brought a tape measure with me so I could measure my wire at the hotel. Probably should have done that before I left the house. Let's see. Got my laptop power supply. Might need that. I do have an inverter, so I can plug it in if I need to. Might wonder what these alligator clips are for. They go to my solar panel. Go ahead and stick that up on the dash. And then got my Tigertronics sound card, Signal Link. Some people wonder what this thing is. It's just a sound card. The one that's in my Gateway laptop is really bad. It's unusable for PSK 31. It just keeps going out. So you'll see on the waterfall that it just fades away to nothing, and it comes back. You can't copy any signals. Here's my counterpoise wire. So I'll get that up here in a minute. And buried down in here, I need to get a case for my Elecraft KX3, and but for now, just sticking it in my backpack. It's a very sturdy box, so stick this up here for now. This up here. Let's see. What else do we have in here? Some more wire. Yeah, I got plenty of wire, just not any of it was long enough. Left that one at home. Recently got on a trip to Colorado and took it with me. Let's see, something else. I gotta find my BNC to random wire. Another wireless MiFi. Brought that just in case AT&T was spotty. This is Verizon, so got a little bit of redundancy for that. And just in case I ended up doing this, that's why I brought this. So now I can have 12 volts to any kind of wire. Oh, got somebody on 2 meters. 146.52. KC5CW. N5IZ, nice to meet you. My name is Curtis, and I am parked on top of Scott Mountain right now, getting set up for Summit on the Air. I don't know if you've ever heard of that before, but I'm gonna see if I can't get some HF going up here with my KX3, and just had my 2 meter on in the car, and thought I'd try some 2 meter simplex while I was up here too.
Well, you're just making it down here. I'm just not too far from you. I'm aware of meters, if you know where that's at.
So thanks for making my day start out really well. Appreciate it. 73 KC5CW. Well, that was cool. Just sitting here trimming some end of my wire here. I've got a knife in here somewhere. I guess I could put a spot out that I'm on simplex, but I kind of want to get this random wire antenna hooked up. Something HF, you know. So here's the looking for. So if you look at the side of this KX3, it's got a BNC antenna jack, and so I've got this connector, and then when I'm at home, I use this. So it's a right angle BNC, goes in here, PL259 to my antenna that's on my tower. But then now that I'm here out in the boondocks, just put it on like that. Your power comes off the red lead, and your counterpoise goes on the black. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna go face the elements for a little bit and see if I can't get the end of that wire tied to that tree. I bought some twine, drop line, catching catfish. See if I can't catch some DX. My wife never asked me to thread needles for her. It's my first ham radio video too, so we'll see how this turns out. Let me know if you like it. Give me a little bit of a break if you don't like it, because I'm just not a professional here by any stretch. I'm gonna go ahead and plug my KX3 power cable into the car battery. It comes with this 10-to-N that you can either put nothing on it, or you can put banana plugs on it, or you can put Anderson power poles on it. Everybody seems to like Anderson power poles, but you know, if you don't just have them around all the time, you don't have your stuff together really good, kind of like I do, and it's not really going to work. So you want to make sure your wire that has the little faint white stripe on it, if you can see that has the white stripe on it, so it's going over to the red one. I'm colorblind, but not completely, so stripes work good though. Colors, not so much. KX3 here, and it's got a plug right there, 9 to 15 volts. I do have batteries on the inside of here. There's a battery case for 8 AA batteries, so it can be completely battery operated. In fact, I'll show you. So it's not plugged in. Push the band and antenna tuner button, and it powers up. Lots of PSK31 on right now, apparently. That's good. Should be able to get some contacts there. Go ahead and plug it in, and now we're on battery power from the truck. It doesn't charge the batteries unless you tell it to start charging the batteries. That just kind of sits in the steering wheel. So and my card's full. So, got everything hooked up. I'm on 14.080. PSK31 is set up. Was in a QSO with W4 MPS. Not getting a whole lot of activity here. I did have 2 people I made contact with. One was calling for me, which that was kind of nice. Usually you're calling CQ, and once you get on, you know, once you get spotted, I guess a lot of people will try to find you. Kind of move my, since I'm not actually doing anything with my radio, it's just transmitting from when the computer tells it to. I've got it right there. Let's see if we can see how my antenna goes up through the window, and then you can see it getting blown to bits connected to that tree over there. If I don't get anyone else soon, I may switch over to single sideband. It's kind of hard to hear people. The two contacts I had would drop in and out. I'm not familiar enough with what signal report to give when it's like that, so I've kind of been making it up. But see, it kind of looks like someone's in there in the noise, but just can't quite make it out. There we go. They're talking about me. Just finished the call. Right after that, I had another person call in for MJ. So you can see there. This guy's real strong, coming in really well. So I thought I would see where all this noise I was hearing was coming from, and all these Jeeps showed up. Man, do they put out some noise. So this quiet summit all of a sudden became very, very noisy.